you know, I'm not religious. You know what I'm saying? I used to be religious. You know, I used to be a Christian, really in Christianity and stuff, going to Bible school. Right, that's like, I went to a Christian school, like, program my 11th and 10th grade year of school, you know what I'm saying, homeschool program, and went to church a lot when I was younger. And one thing I never realized or understood was people would ask questions and they would consider it disrespect, you know what I'm saying, asking God things. And one thing I want to ask today is, you know, not religious and I learn more, why does God allow suffering and pain? You know what I'm saying? It's really a question a lot of people ask, and a lot of people can't answer it because they don't know. But honestly, when it comes to suffering and pain, you know what I'm saying, I feel like a lot of people do it to themselves, you know what I mean? But people say too, like in religious books, you know, God is almighty. In the Christian book, God is almighty, God is strong, powerful, you know, all these different things like that. But it's like, same time too, it make you question things. So you'll be like, okay, well, he's almighty and stuff. Why am I going through this pain and suffering? Like, why do I have to go through this if God can just fix my issues like this, like in the instincts, right? And they'll tell you, oh, it's a lesson you got to go through. You got to do this and that, have to go through this and that. But it don't make sense, because if I'm a child of the Most High, I shouldn't be going through these things. I should be just having just straight pure light beaming on me every time, just happiness, love, joy, you know, different things like that. It don't make sense to be going through pain and suffering if I'm a child of the Most High. You know what I'm saying? It don't make sense. At the same time too, like people say that too, you had to go through different things, but then at the same time you look back into slavery times, like, why did my ancestors have to go through that? You know what I'm saying? Why did we have to go through that, not being able to defend ourselves, getting our land taken, different things like that? Like, why did that have to happen? You know what I'm saying? They can't answer it. You know what I mean? There's different things you can ask Christians and religious people and they can't answer the question, you know? And it really just blows my mind how I would be in church, not even church, like just the school, like I said, the Christian school, and I would be asking the Bible teacher, and the Bible teacher is really the pastor at that church. I would ask him questions about different things, and he wouldn't be able to tell me the answer. He'd be like, oh, just read this, read that. Like, he'll give me a verse to read. I'm like, that's not telling me nothing. I can read it all day, but I'm not understanding it. Like, tell me what it's saying. You can't tell me what it's saying. I'm like, how are you a pastor, but you can't tell me what it's saying? Like, it don't make sense. Like, that's why I started to realize, like, religion wasn't really what it's meant to be, like what they say it is. You know what I'm saying? It's a little different. And it's weird how it's even like that. I can't even understand it. You know what I'm saying? I can't realize that religion is not meant for me to understand. You know what I'm saying? Because I'm searching for a God that's outside of myself. You know what I'm saying? Searching for things that are outside of myself versus being spiritual. You know what I'm saying? Really working on myself and building who I am. I really learned more of who I am and building and why life is a certain way and why I think a certain way and why things are the way they are. You know what I'm saying? I learned that more versus being more spiritual versus being in a relationship. Being in religious, you know, schools and religious things, because I'm not gonna lie, when I was religious, I was out of touch with reality. I'm not gonna lie to you. And it sounds crazy because I was so much of God's gonna do this for me, God's gonna do that for me, that I wasn't putting in the work myself. And you know, you might say, well, faith without works is nothing. No, because I was putting in the work, but I wasn't putting in as much work as I am now spiritually, you know what I'm saying? Where I'm really meditating instead of praying, you know what I'm saying? Praying is like wishing for it to happen versus you meditate. That's like, yes, I know it's gonna happen, I'm receiving it to me right now. Like, you know what I'm saying? It's two differences between it. You know what I'm saying? I'm not here to push an agenda or tell you to believe the way I do. You can believe whatever you think works for you. I'm just being honest with me. Well, I know it works for me. You know what I'm saying? And meditating really helped me grow and improve who I am. And I'm really strong and confident in who I am now. And I'm telling y'all, like, when I was in that religious, you know what I'm saying, stuff, I would ask them stuff and they couldn't answer the question. I always wonder and question, but then at the same time too, they tell you, don't question God. Don't question what God has to do, what God has to say. Why can't I question the creator of me? If I'm the created, why can't I question the creator so I can get the right answer? You know what I'm saying? Does that make sense to you? How can I not question the creator, but I'm the created from the creator, and I'm made in God's image, but I can't question whose image I'm made in? Does that make sense? Like, that might confuse y'all a little bit, but I'm just being real. Like, why can't I question the creator? Why can't I ask certain things to get a better understanding? You know what I'm saying? That's right there is why I was learning, like, oh, I see what it is. They don't really know the answer. They're tricking us to make us think that it's true, but it's not. You know what I'm saying? A lot of y'all are not going to wake up to that and realize what I'm saying, but a lot of y'all might understand what I'm saying or where I'm coming from. You know what I mean? But I had to stop being religious in order to understand things and really gain an understanding of different things in life. And I'm really happy that I did. And I'm going to continue to grow on my path and doing what I'm doing. And as y'all see, I'm enlightening people every single day with this content. And I'm going to continue being me and staying strong and motivated, all that good stuff. But yeah, y'all, it's the end video, man. Hit that like button. Hope y'all enjoyed this video, y'all. I hope, like, I'm gonna stop saying hope, because I know y'all enjoyed this video. I know y'all enjoyed this video, y'all. I'm gonna keep going every single day, staying strong, motivated, all that good stuff. I'm out here for now. Check out my other videos. Peace.